much as you wish. Unmute.
Hi, everyone. So we can get started. Thank you all for joining today. My name is Karyn Rice. I'm the Child Nutrition Manager at New Hampshire Hunger Solutions. And I will be presenting the fourth webinar in the School Breakfast Challenge series today with you all on social media and communication. We'll also be hearing from the School Breakfast Challenge sponsors today as well. So during today's webinar, we will be learning about the benefits of social media and communication to market your school meals program, discuss tips for creating your own social media, and hear from the School Breakfast Challenge sponsors about how they can help support schools with communication. Having a communications plan is important to market your school meal program. Identifying the themes and visions for your program will help you decide which communication strategies will have the biggest effect. So you want to think about questions such as, what are the program's main goals? What are the actions being taken to meet those goals? And who is the audience and what is the message? Pictured on this slide is a great example of a bulletin board that was created at the Maplewood Elementary School in Somersworth. It's a great example of a way to promote school breakfast to a younger crowd. Multiple communication strategies can be used at your school. There are many different communication platforms and tools such as newsletters, hanging poster signs in the cafeteria, social media, text messaging, promotional products like water bottles or stickers. And then pictured in the slide is a sign that was created by New Hampshire Hunger Solutions for the Manchester and Nashua school districts on ways to get school meals. Social media is a highly effective tool for growing awareness and engagement in your program, as well as staying connected to multiple audiences on a consistent basis. By actively sharing information and content on social media, you're able to interact with a wide range of audience in an easy way, create a more welcoming environment for parents, students, and faculty, build stronger relationships with the community, increase the visibility of your school food service program, and share highlights and successes as well. It's another great way to educate families that you serve on how school meals are cost effective and healthy. And you can also track engagement through social media as well through likes and comments. And you can also connect with other food service directors too to discuss other challenges or successes. So having a social media presence does not necessarily mean that you need to be on every single platform available. It's better to focus your time and energy on 1 to 2 platforms that suit your program's needs. Each platform has its own strengths and weaknesses. However, the platform that you choose can help curate your content to better support the school meal program. So while all social media platforms have users of all ages, genders, and occupations, certain ones tend to attract particular demographics. So for example, Facebook is the largest, and it's great for reaching parents and students. 77% of US adults in the 30 to 49 age range demographic report using Facebook, which is probably around the age of most parents. Approximately 71% of teens use Facebook, making it a very valuable tool for reaching older students as well. And then there's Instagram, which is a picture-based platform. It's another good choice for reaching parents and students as well. Nearly half of all adults have an account. The primary audience is going to be teenagers, with about 75% having an account. Twitter's a little bit less popular, but still a great way to share quick information or to share retweets related to your program. And the audiences include high school students and adults. TikTok is one of the newer social media platforms. It's visually based and allows the users to make a 1-minute video and host live streams. The user base for this is primarily teenagers and young adults, but it's a great opportunity to showcase, what happens behind the scenes and in the process of, what the school is making for food or touring the kitchens, or as well as highlighting staff. So I'm going to play a little clip of a video that was created. A great way to showcase, how the food's being made and being served. So it can be tempting to only post on social media when there's a new update to share. However, consistently posting to social media is key to getting in front of your audience. So you want to figure out, what works best for you and your team and what seems manageable. And remember that it's quality over quantity. So on this slide, just an example of different themes for a weekly content calendar. So promoting seasonal products, planned activities, if it's Spirit Week or School Breakfast Week, any holidays that are coming up, as well as, promoting or showing some of the behind the scenes of prepping the meals for the day. Sharing information about policy, news stories, or doing polls to get engagement is another great idea, as well as showcasing, what's on the menu for the week or what's on next week's menu. And this doesn't have to be something that you do daily if it's not in your capacity, maybe just setting a goal of doing, 1 post a week or 1 post every other week to start. I just wanted to put this in there as just a reminder that now is a good time to start planning for National School Breakfast Week. On the School Nutrition Association website, you can find resources to their toolkit, promotional products, and marketing resources. School Breakfast Week is coming up. It's March 4th through the 8th. So there's a lot of great resources out there that can be used. When it comes to creating content, you just want to be very creative with a message with a clear purpose. Content should be appropriate for the target audience, be engaging. This one example from Litchfield, New Hampshire School District Dining Services is really great because it showcases all of the different options for fruits and vegetables, but it also is posing a question to get engagement. What is your kiddo's favorite fruit and veggie? And you can see that, 11 people commented and 26 people liked it. So it's a great way to, get the audience involved is by asking questions. And so when you are creating content, and it's important to include a picture that's related to the content that you're posting about. If there's a food image, just be sure to describe any important details that might not be obvious by the picture. Including links in the post is also important when it's possible to encourage people to access more information. So including direct links to the nutrition program's website or the school menu, it just makes it easier for the followers to find the correct account. Hashtags are also really great. They make it easy for your audience to search for a post. So anyone who searches a hashtag will see all the pictures that include the same hashtag. And so you want to make it relevant and unique to your topic. But for example, if you were to put hashtag National School Breakfast Week at the bottom of your picture and search for that hashtag, you'd be able to see all the different posts across the country that are also promoting and celebrating National School Breakfast Week as well. So it's a great way to see what else is going on. While images with people are very important and powerful, it is necessary to gain their permission first. So you just want to check with the district policies to determine, what the protocols are for obtaining permission. And you just want to make sure that all the subjects and the images are portraying proper food safety practices. When you are photographing people, it's important to adjust the angle so that the camera is at eye level or slightly above. It's just a little bit more flattering. And if you're taking pictures of food, make sure it's fresh food and not food that looks like it's wilting. Angle is key here as well. Taking the pictures horizontally and holding the camera directly above the food and shooting down. Using natural light is important. It's not harsh and it will make the images more appealing. If there is natural sunlight through windows or doors in the cafeteria, use that as your first choice. You want to observe the backgrounds as well before taking pictures. Be sure that there are not any unnecessary distracting objects in the background. You want to build some contrast too to make the food stand out. So if you typically serve food on dark colored trays, you can set the tray in front of a lighter background. So now that we've talked about why social media is important and how you can create your own content, we'll hear from some of the School Breakfast Challenge sponsors about other content that's available out there to help you promote your school meal program. And we'll just say we put in some time at the end to leave room for some questions. So just if you have any questions, we'll hold off until the end. Our first speaker is Laura Alamayu. She's the Health and Wellbeing Field Specialist at UNH Cooperative Extension. And I will pass it over to her.
Thanks, Karyn. Hi, everybody. As Karyn mentioned, I am Laura Alamayu, and I work with UNH Cooperative Extension, the Nutrition Connections program. So I kind of oversee all of our school and youth related nutrition education efforts throughout the state of New Hampshire. I do have a social media specialist on our team here at Nutrition Connections. She wasn't able to make it today, but just know that we do have an expert on our team. So if you're struggling with social media or content creation, you'll see my contact information on the next slide. So feel free to reach out if you need support with this. So the first thing I wanted to just highlight here was that content creation can be a little bit intimidating, right? She's talking about angles of pictures and lighting and backgrounds and permissions. It's a lot to consider. But know that there are existing tools out there to help you get started. So you don't have to feel like you need to recreate the wheel. The images here on the slide are from that link down at the bottom. USDA has a school breakfast social media specific toolkit. So some of the images that you see there are free to use. They are existing on that link, which Karyn, if we could just pop that link into the chat at some point for everybody, I think that would be helpful. Because like I said, there are school breakfast specific posts that you can just download and share on your own accounts. So if you're looking to get started with social media and just sharing more with parents, with students about school breakfast and the benefits, that's a great place to start. And you can go ahead to the next slide. So I just wanted to share here, as I mentioned, we have a social marketing specialist on our team. So she does post on all of these different platforms. So I've linked here, or not linked, but wrote our handles here for our Facebook page, our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest page. We share content regularly on all of these platforms. And again, you're welcome to share any of those. With social media, it's usually really easy to just click the share button and then kind of write your own post and content to go along with the picture that you're sharing. So we are happy to, have posts that you all can share with your own audiences. But again, if you are kind of struggling with where to start with your own content, please reach out to me. My email address is on screen there. If you're trying to figure out, I really want to post about a school, breakfast week challenge or something like that, I'm not sure where to start, please reach out to me. We can work with our specialists to try and help create a post that you can either share or create a post that you can share on your own platforms. So please just know that we're here, know that there are existing tools that you can use if you're not sure where to start. And I can type my email into the chat as well so that you can feel free to reach out to me for support. Thanks, Karyn.
Great, thank you, Laura. Unfortunately, our next speaker, Becca, is not able to make it to today's presentation as she's feeling under the weather, but she did give me some permission to speak on her behalf as to what New England Dairy has and can offer. So New England Dairy has a school meal page on their website where you can find monthly promotional guides, which are the two at the top here on the screen. These promotional guides are, they have social media templates relevant to specific months and help educate about school meals programs. So you just kind of have to plug in your own information, but it's pretty much already created for you. They also have a school meal social media toolkit, which also has templates that can be used to promote your programs and educate about school meals. The template and it has templates and related graphics that they can be adapted and easily adapted to different media sources. Like, for example, you can easily transition it over to a menu or to a newsletter or like a Facebook post. And then at the bottom, there's a news you can use, sign up to their email list where you can receive other resources. They also include the monthly promotional guide as well as other ideas to include for social media. And I will be sharing these slides as well at the end that have the links to all of these pages. Ways to stay connected to New England Dairy through their social media accounts are here. They are primarily consumer focused. However, you may find some inspiration for schools and education programs posted on there. And so now I'll pass it over to our final speaker, which is Brody DeShays, the Communications and Policy Manager at New Hampshire Hunger Solutions.
Hi, Karyn. Good to be with all of you. It's great to see so many people excited to help expand access and increase participation in school breakfast. So, in Hampshire Hunger Solutions, we have a number of different things that we can help share with any stakeholders or school districts that are interested in helping increase breakfast participation. We have example is a flyer that you could hang up in your school or at a direct service provider location. So people working with students or families directly, so then people understand, when to be submitting free and reduced price forms, the deadlines. There's actually, our form probably should be updated here because even though October 1st is the deadline to be counted for the school's adequacy forms, you can submit a form throughout the year. So many of you are going to know that who are food service directors or workers. We also have stickers, so providing those to students because them slapping a sticker on their folder or bringing it home to parents and everything might make people, remind people that school breakfast matters, that it's something that's an important part of the day, and it should be something incorporated into the day. So we have those things that we can always get printed and provide to you. You can definitely stay connected with us too. We have other advocacy tools that you can see that we post on our social media, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. So definitely if you need us to make graphics or you see a graphic that we have posted and you think it could be edited in a way that could benefit your organization, let us know. So we're more than happy to share any of our advocacy tools, our communications tools, graphics, etc., to do with any of our work, more than just school breakfast, but also school lunch, access to SNAP, WIC, and other federal nutrition programs. We just want to be a resource. So you can see my email right there, bdeshays@newhampshirehungersolutions.org. Reach out to me if you feel like there's anything that we can help provide or increase your capacity to be able to communicate with the public or with the children and the families that you're trying to serve. And we're more than happy to take some time and to help provide you with those services or with those with those needs that you have that you need met.
Great. So here's just a resources page for the information provided during today's webinar. And I just wanted to thank all the speakers and sponsors in the School Breakfast Challenge for sharing how they can help support schools throughout the challenge, and also some of the great content that's available. We did save some time at the end for questions or comments. So if anybody wants to pop anything in the chat or come off mute and share anything, go ahead. All right. Well, that concludes today's webinar, but you can always reach out to any of us here helping with the School Breakfast Challenge with any of your questions. Also the contacts for everybody, if you want access to or have any questions about their social media accounts as well. Like I mentioned before, I will be sharing the slides today so that you have access to all the links. But please join us on February 13th for our next webinar at 1:30 on understanding your data. And thank you again, everyone, for joining today. And I hope you found today's webinar beneficial. Oh, there is one question before it looks like, does Brody have stickers that we can have? So we do have stickers created, Jenna, that I will share with you. And you can let me know if you like any of those designs. So yeah, I can share those with you as well. All right.
They should be at our office too, Karyn.
Okay, great.
Actually, this is Jessica. If there's some interest in stickers, let us know and we can look into ordering some and have them delivered to your school district.
Thanks, Jessica. Are there any other questions or comments? All right, well, thank you, everybody. I see your message, Elizabeth. And so, yeah, I'll send that out as well, what some of the options are.
Thank
But
you.
thank you, everyone, for joining today. I hope you found today's webinar beneficial. Thank you all and take care.
Great job, Karyn.
Thanks.
job, Brody.
1 second. I'm just trying to.